Hi you guys, welcome back or welcome if you're new here. I'm going to show you my nighttime skincare routine using tretinoin. The last time I filmed this video was over 2 years ago and I was using tretinoin maybe 2 to 3 times a week. I now use it pretty much every night. Now of course there are some exceptions. If I am shaving my face, if I'm doing any sort of facial hair removal, I will skip the tretinoin that night. If I feel like my skin just needs a break from using tretinoin, I will take a break. I do like to listen to my skin, but for the most part, generally, I use tretinoin every single night. One of the best things I ever did when it comes to using a retinoid is to go slow. I started out with using a retinaldehyde serum and I worked my way up to using a 0.025% tretinoin once a week, and then I gradually worked my way up to using a 0.05% tretinoin. And if you don't know, I used to deal with a lot of acne, hyperpigmentation, enlarged pores, texture, and tretinoin has helped me with all of those things. Now, of course, things like your diet, lifestyle, and stress levels all play a part when it comes to your skin, but when it comes to skincare, tretinoin is the thing that has made the biggest difference in my skin. But of course, tretinoin is a very active, potent ingredient. You want to be really careful when you start using it, and you don't want to start using it on a daily basis. You want to start slow and use it a few times a week and gradually work your way up. There can be an adjustment period when it comes to using tretinoin that can involve things like purging, dryness, flaking, irritation, redness. I have multiple videos on using tretinoin as a beginner and also videos on tips when you're dealing with any of the side effects that can come with using tretinoin. So a big change in my tretinoin skincare routine is that I no longer get my tretinoin directly from my dermatologist. I get it from Dermatica. And if you don't know what Dermatica is, it's an online dermatology service where you can basically get a customized prescription. You upload some pictures of your skin, it's assessed by a dermatology team, and you can essentially get your tretinoin prescription delivered directly to your doorstep, which makes things a lot easier. It saves a lot of time. Now, my prescription is a 0.05% tretinoin combined with 15% azelaic acid. I've been using the combination of tretinoin and azelaic acid together for some time now, and I find that I just get better results with the combination of the two rather than just using tretinoin on its own. The tretinoin helps to boost skin cell turnover, it helps with my skin texture, and the azelaic acid helps to calm any inflammation in my skin, helps to stop any bacterial growth in my skin that can cause acne. So together the combination is very ideal for me. I of course just washed my hands. You never want to touch your skin without washing your hands first. I'm starting with double cleansing my skin. I always double cleanse my skin at night, whether or not I'm wearing makeup. For me, it's the best way to ensure that any of that sunscreen, dead skin oil is removed from my skin prior to going in with my leave-on skincare. And typically my cleansing routine is done in the shower because it's just easier that way. I can cleanse my face, neck, and chest without making a huge mess at the sink. I start with an oil-based cleanser first, and these are the two that I've been alternating. This is the Hyperpigmentation oil cleanser. I talk about this one a lot on TikTok. It's one of my favorites. Both of these are great for all skin types, even sensitive skin. And then I also like the Beauty of Joseon cleansing balm. But I'm going to use my Hyperpigmentation cleansing oil today, and whether you're using a cleansing oil or balm, you're going to use them pretty similarly. You want to first apply them onto dry skin. So I'm going to start working this into my dry skin. You don't want to forget the eye area. Make sure you get all that eye makeup. The purpose of an oil cleanser is not necessarily to remove all of your makeup. It's more to break down your makeup so that when you go in with your second cleanser, it can really go to work on your skin to remove any sort of dirt, debris, skincare, and makeup that is left on your skin. At this point, I'm gonna add a little bit of water, and you can see the product is starting to emulsify, and it's turning into that white, milky consistency. I'm gonna continue to work that into the skin. The thing about using a cleansing oil is it's one of the most gentle ways to remove your makeup. There's no tugging, no pulling on the skin, and that for me is so important. I really do try to be gentle with my skin. I'm gonna go ahead and wash this off. While my skin is damp, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my second cleanser. This is the Face Reality Ultra Gentle Cleanser. This is a gentle gel cleanser. It's great for all skin types. And when I'm cleansing, I do like to do a nice thorough cleanse. When you're cleansing your skin, you want to make sure that you don't forget the hairline because a lot of buildup can be left over in that area and a lot of acne can happen in that area. You also don't want to forget the area around the nose and the corners of your nose. Believe it or not, those areas are commonly missed. I'm also going to bring the cleanser down to my neck, but usually when I am cleansing in the shower, I will bring it all the way down to my chest. But because I am filming, that's a little bit difficult to do and wash off. So just know that that is something that I do. To dry my skin, I'm using one of these clean towels that I got from Amazon. They're basically just dry disposable towelettes. And the reason I do that is because it's the most sanitary method of drying your face. You can also use a paper towel, but I find that this is much more gentle and softer than using a paper towel. But Something you never want to do is use a used towel, because used towels are the perfect breeding ground for bacteria, and you never want to put that on your face because that can just lead to acne. My skin is still a little bit damp, which is completely fine. I'm going to go ahead and go in with an essence. I use an essence every single day, morning and night, right after cleansing. It's a great way for anyone to hydrate your skin. It can help to calm the skin, replenish the skin barrier. It's going to help to rehydrate your skin after cleansing. If you have dry, dehydrated skin, an essence can really benefit you. While my skin is still damp with the essence, I'm going to go in with my Dermatology needleless serum, and applying this onto damp skin is going to actually help my needleless serum work a little bit better on my skin. It's going to help with the absorption of the serum. So I'm going to pat that into my skin, and I like to put this on my face, neck, and chest. And I've talked about needleless serum a few times on my channel, but I've seen such a difference in my skin when it comes to just how healthy my skin looks. There are so many beneficial ingredients in this serum. There's niacinamide, peptides, antioxidants, amino acids, ceramides, there's copper peptides as well. One of the common questions that I get when using this serum is it okay to use the needleless serum with a retinoid because this has copper peptides? Now, copper peptides can be a little tricky because typically you don't want to layer copper peptides with things like acids or retinoids because it can affect the efficacy of the products. However, it can also just depend on the formulation of the product. What's unique about the Dermatology needleless serum is you can actually layer it with your skin acids and your retinoids, which makes it a lot easier to incorporate into your skincare routine. Now, before I go in with my retinoid, I like to make sure that my skin has completely dried down, and that is because applying a retinoid onto damp skin can increase the penetration of that retinoid, which can be a positive depending on what skincare product that you're using. But when you're using a retinoid and it penetrates deeper, it can actually increase your chances of irritation. So the best thing to do is to just apply your retinoid onto completely dry skin. I'm going to take my CeraVe Healing Ointment and I'm going to use a little bit on my lips. I like to make sure that I'm extending the ointment to the corners of my lips as well, because something that a lot of people don't know is when you apply your tretinoin, it can actually naturally spread. So if you're applying your tretinoin around your mouth, it can actually spread a little bit to your lips. So by applying my CeraVe Healing Ointment to my lips, I'm occluding the area and kind of protecting it from any of the irritation that can happen because I am applying tretinoin to my face. My skin is feeling completely dry, so I'm going to go ahead and address my under eyes, my neck, and my chest. Something I get asked a lot is, do I use my tretinoin under my eyes or on my neck? And I actually do not. Instead, I like to use a retinaldehyde. Retinaldehyde is one of the most potent retinoids that you can get over the counter. You can think of retinaldehyde being a level below tretinoin, and below retinal would be retinol. The reason I don't use my tretinoin under my eyes or my neck or my chest is because those areas are much more sensitive for me than the skin on my face is. The skin under your eyes and neck is much thinner. It's much more easily compromised. Inflammation can much more easily occur in those areas when it's irritated. If I'm experiencing inflammation, that inflammation can lead to hyperpigmentation, which is exactly what I'm trying to stay away from. So for now, I'm just going to use a retinaldehyde in those areas. So this is the Aven Retinal Cream. This is a pretty pricey product, but once I run out of this, I'm actually going to be trying the Naturium Retinaldehyde Cream, which I'm very excited about because it's more on the affordable side. Currently, I can only tolerate using a retinoid under my eyes and neck 3 to 4 days a week. So I'm going to take one pump and I'm going to apply it to my neck. I'm going to go in with a second pump and I'm going to use that for my chest. And then I'm going to take the smallest amount. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to use that little amount under my eyes. And I'm just gonna lightly pat that around my eye area. At this point, I'm gonna go in with my tretinoin. And the great thing about the Dermatica packaging is one pump gives me the exact amount of tretinoin that I need for my entire face. So that is what one pump looks like. And I just like to dot the tretinoin all over my face. And I like to blend the tretinoin in sections. And I do like to work pretty quickly because the moment that you apply tretinoin to your skin, it starts to work. Okay, Okay, tretinoin is applied and I'm gonna give that a moment to kind of absorb into my skin before I go in with my moisturizer. And of course, I'm using my favorite Ilyun Ceramide Alto Concentrate Cream. I don't think it's possible for me to love this moisturizer more than I do. It's great for anyone who has sensitive skin, easily irritated skin, a compromised barrier. It's just a nice, rich moisturizer. And if the cream is too heavy for you, you can also get the lotion. So the lotion is something that I often use in the daytime and the cream is something that I often use at nighttime. I'm gonna go in with about that much. I like to make sure I apply this under my eyes as well. I'm gonna take a little bit more for my chest. Okay, so that is everything for my nighttime skincare routine using tretinoin. I do this pretty much every night. It keeps my acne at bay, keeps my texture nice and smooth, keeps my complexion nice and even. And really this whole skincare routine is made up of products that have made a huge difference in my skin. I have repurchased all of these products multiple times. I think I'm on my 6th bottle of needleless serum, my 3rd bottle of this toner. So I really love all of these products. But that is everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you very soon.